A log on the true SCP-001 Gate Guardian.
Beginning log, sir.
Beginning log. Special contaminant
Do the
procedures.
description first.
Object class, elucid Keter. Item number SCP-001. Because of the nature of the SCP-001, no contaminant procedures are necessary. 24/7 monitoring SCP-001 is to take place from safe 10 kilometers distance from predetermined location, Site 0. The location of Site 0 is only known to the current SCP administrator and the single overseer level agent, Abrahamic Faith 0514, assigned to monitor SCP-001. From Site 0, said agent is authorized to take action necessary should SCP-001 become active. It is required to immediately alert administrators of all other overseer level agents should SCP-001 show any changes in behavior. As this may constitute the beginning of Thomas XK class end of world scenario, should SCP-001 become active anyway, personnel are required to immediately consult Thomas series of emergency orders decoding algorithms for emergency order. Potomos are to be maintained on Site 0 at the possession of the determined observer and are to be transmitted to SCP Foundation officers only in the event of SCP-001 becoming active. Foundation personnel with vital roles are more variant of emergency procedure. Potomos are to be advised to take following procedures. To maintain good relations with one or more organizations with Abrahamic faiths, to maintain one-hand supply of following holy water to rosary crucifix, cross, prayer rug, or symbol blessed by Abrahamic cleric or bishop, equivalent higher rank of a copy of Abrahamic sculptures, Torah, Bible, Quran, and standard emergency supplies. Immobile from bug-out bag. In case of a primarily rapture scenario, all vital personnel designated a secondary alternative Abrahamic faith. Said second objective is to be informed of the location. And primary designates a copy of emergency procedures. Potomos a mimics kills agent inoculate and is to be kept ready status to take over primary duties as necessary. To maintain familiarity with all other SCPs involved in Potomos XK class end of the world scenarios. Description: SCP-001 is a humanoid entity, approximately 700 cubits in height, located in an undisclosed location at the intersection of Tigris and Euphrates River. The following features are known about the entity. Number of luminous wing-like appendages merging from shoulders, back, templates, ankles, and wrists of the entity. Although an accurate count has never been established, most observers place the wings at anywhere from 2 to 108, which means with the mean number being 4. A weapon, possibly a sword, the weapon appears to emit flames that typically rival the sun. Based on spectrographic analysis, so this appears to be destructive effects from intense heat of surrounding area. An entity approaches within 1 kilometer of SCP-100 is immediately struck by the weapon and obliterated from existence. And any and all hostile action taken on SCP-100 have resulted in annihilation attack regarding a range. See incident report regarding incident Indian Ocean submarine missile experiment December 26, 2004. SCP-001 appears to be standard with its head bowed and its gesture supplication with SCP-001-2 held in both hands. Point down in front of it, since originally recorded by the Foundation, data redacted. A year ago, SCP-01 has not deviated from the stance. Human beings exposed to SCP-001 report hearing a voice in their heads giving them directive what the subject reports can be disobeyed. The most common directive is forget, which results in the subject walking away from SCP-001 when no memory has encountered it. On rare occasions, however, other directives have been given. The most famous of these is given to Founder Prepare, which he has claimed formed the impetus founding data were directed to catalog and contain any and all supernatural paranormal artifacts that represent a serious threat to current existence of humanity. This organization is known as the SCP Foundations. Observers have reported SCP-001 appeared to be standing in front of the gate in immersed proportions. Long-range photographers have occasionally detected what appears to cluster grove within, containing numerous other entities of the same composition as SCP-001. Several fruit trees of unknown composition or particular note are two fruit trees immersed for position near what appears the center of the grove. One is known to be ordinary apple tree, and the other bears a fruit of unknown earth, described as date or expunged. An avowed belief that the gate which SCP-001 guards may be the gate to expunged based on
Data expunged.
correlation with ancient Babylon text and Dead Sea Scrolls, in which case one can deduce that the entity known as SCP-1 may be expunged. Amendment 1, 001A, Experimentation of SCP-001-2, Effective Kill Range. Experiment A, Class D personnel instructed to approach SCP-001 closely as possible on foot. Result, upon making visual contact with SCP-001, subject is ordered to leave. Subject immediately turned away from the entity and walks away. Despite recent orders to continue the experiment, Class D personnel refused to obey and is terminated. Upon termination of Class D personnel, all research staff involved immediately obliterated by unknown force, presumably by SCP-001-2. Number 2, Experiment B, one remote-operated research robot guided to approach SCP-001 from the ground. Result, upon approaching within 1 kilometer of SCP-001, research robot is obliterated, presumably by SCP-002-01-2. All further attempts remote reconnaissance have the same result. Experiment C. 100 pre-programmed research drones instructed to approach SCP-001 from multiple angles simultaneously. Result, coordination is successful on all 100 drones across the 1K mark. Simultaneously, however, 100 are simultaneously obliterated by SCP-001-2. Designated observer at Site 0 reports that SCP-001 appeared to strike in all directions at once. SCP-001 did not deviate from the stance while this took place. Experiment D. Wire-guided missiles fired from a distance of 3 kilometers resulted in SCP-001 to obliterates weapon upon crossing 1K mark, simultaneously obliterating the launch site and killing all personnel. Experiment E. Multi-warhead intercontinental ballistic missile fired from SCP near nuclear submarine Nautilus. Result, seen in the Indian Ocean submarine missile experiment, December 26, 2004. Experiment F. SCP-00076 and Task Force Omega-7 instructed to approach SCP-001 on foot. Result, SCP-076 refuses to carry out mission despite not being informed of the mission nature. Upon being asked why, SCP-076 replies, no, just no. Experiment G, SCP-073. Due to the result of Experiment F, SCP-073 was not informed of his designation upon arriving at Site 0. Result, SCP-073 approached the site on foot. Upon seeing SCP-001, SCP-073 became distressed and asked it to abort. SCP-073 was ordered to continue it. At the point the symbol on SCP-073's forehead became data expunged, the experiment was terminated due to data expunged. See Amendment 001AA. Addendum 001AA, by executive order of the administration, no further experiments will be carried out regarding SCP-001. No further SCPs are to be exposed to SCP-001. SCP-001 is not to be used to dispose of dangerous SCPs. Please see revised contamination procedure for details. Addendum. The following errant transmission was reviewed by Foundation personnel. Immediate emergency procedure. Potomac Omega. Attention all Foundation personnel. The following message was received approximately this morning from Site 0. Site 001 has left the location. The gate is open there. Riding forth, oh God, it's so beautiful. The Lord reigns, the Lord reigns, the Lord reigns. Because of the events conflues with the recent branch breach of SCP-995, the opening of SCP-616, the activation of SCP-0098, the Foundation is required to immediately begin preparations for XK class and Little World scenario. SCP-076 and SCP-073 SCP secured immediately. All personnel are to unlock the code emergency order Potomac Omega and follow the orders within sight. 19 to be secured and all non-essential SCP and personnel terminated and destroyed. Repeat, because the event's confluence with the recent breach of SCP-995, the opening of SCP-616, and the activation of SCP-098, the Foundation is required to immediately begin preparation for XK class end of life world scenario. SCP-076, SCP-073 has been secured immediately. All personnel to unlock and decode emergency order Potomus Omega and follow orders within Site 19 has to be secured, and non-essential SCPs and personnel terminated and destroyed. Repeat, because of the event's confluence with the recent breach of SCP-995, the opening of SCP-616, and the activation of SCP-098, the Foundation is required to immediately begin preparations for an XK class end of world scenario. SCP-076 and SCP-073 are to be secured immediately. Can enable too soon becoming all personnel are unlocked to code. Behold, I stand at the gate, knock, and if anyone answers, follow. Upon contacting Site 00514, respond that no such message has been sent from his location, and that SCP-001 remained inert. The transmission was initially determined to be a hoax. However, close examination of transmission reveals a timestamp dated data retracted years in the future. Serialized data expunged.
End of log.
End of log.